With narcissism, it's not something that is gender related, okay? Because many men face things like this too, such as jealousy. You know, people don't talk about the things that men experience when they're dealing with men on their jobs who are being competitive with them, and a lot of men that would try to prevent other men from being successful because of the fact that they're envious of a man. The fact that this man is, you know, he's smart, he's educated, the fact that this man is creative, and the fact that this man is more attractive. And other men would try to prevent this man from being successful because of those traits. So is that we live in a very competitive world where there are a lot of people who compete with other people, you know, and you can't really look at, like I said before, gender and age and different things of that sort, because there are, you know, older women who are narcissists that are jealous of other women, and then there are also younger women who are narcissists and they envy older women. You know, these are things that you can't really categorize these things. It's just something that is just wicked in nature, okay? So once you learn that it doesn't matter, anybody can be struck with narcissism. Like, anybody can have this trait. Your mother, your children, your father, anybody, your spouse, it doesn't matter who it is, your coworker, your neighbor, the mailman, anyone can be a narcissist. Once you understand these things, this is when you have a vast mindset of, okay, so now I have an ability to identify these things, and this is when you can really move accordingly. Coming to the realization of accepting things for what they are, accepting people for who they are. When a person has showed you who they are, just go with it. You know, believe what it is that you saw. Some of us, we want to believe that people are certain ways. You know, even when we think about how we attract narcissistic people, they know exactly what to say and how to get people to agree with them. They know the fact that status, money, and different things impress people. They also know that when people are popular and when people, you know, will pretend and as if they are attracted to you. Narcissistic individuals are huge on false praise, and they know that there are a lot of people that are very insecure, and they will use your insecurities against you. If you're financially insecure, they will use that against you. If you're a person who is insecure when it comes to your physicality, they will use those things against you. If you are insecure when it comes to your social life, they will use those things against you. If you are insecure with anything that happens to be, because this is what they look for, they work based off your insecurities. The things that many of us don't want to admit is the fact of how the narcissist was able to ensnare us. Many of us don't see certain qualities within ourselves when we actually get in contact with a narcissist, that the reason why the narcissist was able to do those things is because they dangled something that we wanted over our heads. They had something that we desired, and we felt like they could fulfill a desire that we had, and only to realize that the narcissist really isn't a person that is of substance. Narcissists are the kind of people that eventually you'll quickly learn that after spending a long period of time with a narcissist, that there's really no substance there. And this is what people, you know, they later feel like they've worked so hard and they spent so many years on trying to, you know, get this grand prize that the narcissist has for them, and in actuality there is just nothing else that is there. This is simply what it is. They just don't have anything else to offer you because of the fact that they don't really have anything in them in order to reciprocate. I quickly had to learn when it came to people and narcissism in general is that as victims, you know, we all cheer on, we all like the things that are speaking negative about a narcissist, but do we actually know the reason why we attracted the narcissist? The fact that we were looking for the narcissist to help us out financially. We wanted the narcissist to build our ego. We wanted the narcissist to sleep with us. We wanted the narcissist to, you know, do things for us that we wasn't able to do for ourselves. Some of us have actually attracted a narcissistic individual because of fear. You know, the fear of rejection, the fear of us not having a family dynamic, and we were presented with a narcissistic individual who stated that they desired the same things that we desired. And this is what narcissists do. Narcissists will put on a mirage. They will give you false hope. They will make you think that everything is going to be, you know, picture perfect, only to realize later that they cannot produce everything that they're stating. And this is why it is very important when you do leave a narcissistic dynamic that you begin to be more selfish, you know. And a lot of people, you know, they feel like, oh, it's not okay for me to be selfish. Self-caring is going to be considered as something that is selfish, especially when you're surrounded by narcissistic individuals. When I decided to make that step and to move on with my life and not allow my family to keep me back and not allow anybody to stop me from doing certain things because they were being abusive towards me, and not that I was perfect, but I sure as hell wasn't like a narcissist. A narcissistic individual, because we never knew what narcissist was until we actually ran into a narcissist. narcissist, and we were like, what the hell is happening here? And when you are around a narcissistic individual and you're constantly being gaslit, where you're confused, does this person love me? Does this person hate me? Why do I feel specific ways about myself? Why do I feel like this person isn't attracted to me? Why do I feel these ways? It's because of the fact that the narcissist wants you to feel this way. They want to create doubt in you. Many of you guys were extremely attractive, especially when I see these trends on TikTok where the women and the man basically show their before and after picture of being in a toxic relationship. My God. Like, I was there. I was the kind of person that would try to think of ways to try to fix things that were not broken. Us who have an ability to introspect, when we were raised up in toxic family dynamics, we introspect in a very unhealthy way, meaning that we will blame ourselves and take on the full brunt of a situation because of the fact that we simply just want it to be over. We want to hurry up and just resolve this thing. We want to hurry up and make up. And this is where the narcissist wants you to come in agreement with that, because of the fact that they're going to tell everybody else that you're the problem. So when you admit to things that aren't really true and you haven't done things that they've stated, this is what narcissists will do. They will set a stage because of the fact that they're going to come back. And when a narcissistic individual will come back, they're telling everybody else that you were the problem. You know, you have to think about this when it comes to certain things that, like, such as family dynamics, romantic relationships, and things of that sort. They want to make you the problem. And when you forgive the narcissist, and not saying that we don't believe in forgiveness, because we do, but when you allow the narcissist to enter back into your life without any reciprocity, any work, you are now basically setting a stage for your own demise. This is what's going to happen because of the fact that you just basically laid yourself out on a platter to be swallowed whole by a narcissistic individual.